All right, good morning, YouTube. This is my very first video. I decided to start a YouTube channel months and months ago, and I was trying to make it perfect. Wrote scripts, segment 1, segment 2, and just for some reason I just feel like this is the way that I need to go. So let me introduce myself to you. My name is Elizabeth, and this channel is going to be named Healing Hearts, where we turn pain into purpose and we are sharing our world. So let me give you a little bit of background about myself. I am a proud mother of 3, and I have decided to take you guys along this journey with me. Recently, within the last couple years, I dealt with a real life situation. It was a very traumatic, painful, serious situation. I separated from my spouse due to a domestic violence circumstances, and I wanted to reach out to a lot of women who are going through this similar situation, because the greatest thing that I learned in this situation was to love myself and to really, really get real with God. So, like I said, I'm going to just go with the flow. Bear with me. I'm not perfect. You might hear some kids running in the background. You may see them come up to the camera or whatever, but with my inflexible schedule, I'm going to pick and choose hours that are convenient for me, and so that I can get this material out here to you guys. So first, I just want to start off with saying that when I was going through my situation with the domestic abuse, the first thing that stuck out to me was that I was in denial. I did not admit that I was in this situation until probably the end of the situation, when I realized this was a cycle, about 3 years in. Prior to that, I was like, this is not an abusive situation. I'm not walking around with marks all over my face, type of thing. And it was basically the last situation and the instance that happened that I was like, I know that if I don't change my thinking and I don't make some moves, I'm going to lose my life. Okay. Had I not believed like that, I would have stuck in there and, just like a lot of us ladies do, try to figure out how we can make it work. But like I said, I have a lot of lessons that I learned. I have so much that I want to share with you guys. And so I just hope that you go with me on my journey. So I didn't want to make this video over 5 minutes. So as I'm looking at the time, I want to make some very key valid points. The first thing I want to say is that when I was going through my journey, I'll say my journey, my tribulation, my trial, I had someone there to help me navigate through it. And there was one question that stuck with me, it changed my life. And my mentor would ask me the question. She would say, why do you allow this person to treat you like this? Like, why do you allow yourself to be treated like this? And for a long time, I really was so used to allowing people to control me. I was very codependent. So I never really took the time to question myself as to why I was allowing it. I kind of felt powerless in the situation. So what I'm here to, give to you women, first of all, is to help you to understand that victims are people that don't have a clue, that are oblivious. And you go from victim to survivor very quickly with just a change of thought, realizing that you have the power and control to make choices. God has given us what we call free will. And with that free will, you can make a solid decision in your heart and in your mind to say, I don't want to accept this. I don't deserve this, and I'm not going to continue to allow this in my life. So I'm going to leave you with that. That was my very first step. And I began to really, really change my thinking. And it was so much of a great inspiration to me when I began to really, really think in this way. The second thing I want to say to you ladies is that you are going through this kind of situation and you're wondering, I wonder if I'm in an abusive relationship. 9 times out of 10, if you're going through it and you're questioning yourself about it, you are. Because if someone is respecting you, loving you, accepting you, and giving you a healthy vibe, that's never going to cross your mind. It's just not. So the first thing I want you to realize is that you do have control. You are playing a part in this. And the part that you're playing in is that you're allowing yourself to, you know, be treated this way. And so I'll help you get through the part about, you know, well, I'm afraid and I'm this and all these things. I was there, so I understand that you feel like you have all these barriers up. There's no way out. But what I want to say is that God is a deliverer. God is definitely inside of you. He moves and he works and he is there. So I'm over my 5 minutes. And also, the next thing I want to leave you with, guys, is that it's very important that you get through a support group. Domestic violence awareness is important because when you are aware of what domestic violence looks like and what abuse and what wellness looks like, then you can distinguish. Because when you're in a situation, you feel like a lot of times you don't even know what's reality anymore. You think that at some point you felt like, hey, I know this was no good for me. But then at a certain point, you get to a point you're like, wait, I don't even know what's what anymore. So what helped me a lot was that I started going to like group sessions, and it helped me to really kind of stay in reality. It helped me to stay in a place where I knew I wasn't, you know, crazy. So that's all for today, guys. And just want to let you know also that Healing Hearts' mission is to build as many shelters around the world. And all you have to do is start with just a click to subscribe and share. You know, somebody that's in this situation, somebody that's struggling with loving themselves, accepting themselves, just refer them to my channel. And I'd love to share with you guys. I'm here. I want to keep it real with you guys. I want to tell y'all real life testimonies. I want to just share with you everything that I know and everything God has brought me through. And instead of me asking for donations and, you know, starting off like that, if I can get thousands and thousands, even millions of subscribers, that will generate an income as to where I can, you know, not work and give totally to this cause. My greatest moments of enlightenment came when I stayed in a shelter for 4 months. I stayed in a shelter in 2 different states, 2 months in Georgia, and then 2 months in Texas. So it is so important that women are provided with a safe and comfortable place to live while recovering from a situation. And that's in my heart. This is my passion, ladies. So until next time, this is Healing Hearts, where we help you turn your pain into purpose. Bye-bye.